Hello everyone, this is a video of what's going to be happening with the Jesus Revolution in film. Do you feel like you've been hated, or mistreated, or feeling like nobody cares about you? This same thing happened during the time of the Lion King. During that time, Simba was Mufasa's first ever son and was born in the Pride Lands in Africa and was soon to become the next king in the Pride Lands. But unfortunately, his uncle Scar wasn't happy about it. He wanted to be king, but his brother, Mufasa, who was Simba's father, chose him instead. And basically, Scar tried to get rid of Simba once by lying to him about the place where the hyenas lived and thinking that it was just an old abandoned elephant graveyard. And Simba invited his friend Nala to go see that elephant graveyard. But then the hyenas showed up and tried to kill them both. And Zazu tried his best to protect them, but it wasn't a whole lot good, and hyenas nearly almost tried to kill them, and Simba tried to roar to scare them off, but that didn't work out so well, and then Mufasa showed up and defeated the hyenas. But he was very disappointed with Simba for disobeying him when he told him not to go there. But then Simba explained to Mufasa that he was just trying to be brave like him. But Mufasa explained that he's only brave when he needs to be, when really there was no other choice. And basically, Simba was confused because he thought that his father wasn't scared of anything. But basically, that wasn't true. He was scared that he might lose his own son, really. And they both managed to reconcile with each other, basically, after that. And Simba asked his father, "Dad, we're pals, right? And we will always be together, right?" And basically his father told Simba, "Simba, let me tell you something that my father told me. Look in the stars. The great kings of the past are up there. So whenever you feel alone, remember that they are always there watching down over us, and that they always will be with us. And so will I." And even though Simba couldn't see them, his father always encouraged him to keep looking. But then later that night, Scar shows up at the elephant graveyard and hires the hyenas to kill the king and Simba. The next day, their plot began happening by Scar lying to Simba again, this time in the gorge, and the hyenas scared a whole herd in the gorge that put Simba in danger again, all by himself. And basically, Scar warned Mufasa that there was trouble and that Simba was down there in the gorge in a stampede. And Mufasa and Zazu hurried with Scar toward the gorge. But Scar, of course, tricked them both by basically luring them down there. And Scar told Zazu to get the pride while he was trying to save them. But really, it was all a trap to kill Mufasa. And basically, Mufasa managed to save Simba, but Mufasa unfortunately wasn't so lucky. When Mufasa tried to ask Scar for help, he refused and basically realized that Scar had betrayed him, and after that, Scar killed him by letting him fall to his death. And Simba saw that his father fell straight down the ground during the stampede, and when the stampede was over, Simba was looking for his father, but when he found him, he was already gone. And he called for help, basically. And basically he was all alone, basically. But then Scar showed up and tricked him into thinking that it was all his fault. He told him to leave and never to return. And Simba ran, and basically Scar sent the hyenas to kill him. But Simba managed to escape. Simba sadly ran off and never returned back to the Pride Lands. But then after that, Scar became king and let the hyenas ruin the Pride Lands, and sadly, the Pride Lands becoming a wasteland. But then Simba was saved from being gone in the desert by a meerkat named Timon and a pig named Pumbaa, and they both helped him to put his past behind him and not to have any worries. Simba has been living with them ever since with so many animals. But then basically, Pride Lands were still not good, and Nala, who is now very much grown very as a young woman, she was not happy about how the Pride Lands have turned out and basically decided to go look for help. And then one day, Simba was still doing whatever in the forest, but sadly, part of him was feeling rather empty because of what happened in the gorge years ago when he was a child. And basically, he felt like things may never work out with him anymore. But then Rafiki the movie sensed that Simba was alive and decided to help him with his problem basically. But then one day in the forest, Nala showed up in the forest, but sort of almost thought that Timon and Pumbaa were food. But then Simba tries to stop her from eating them. But then when Simba recognized Nala, he realized that it was her. And then they were both excited to see each other. And Nala then, believed that since he saw Simba that was alive, she believed that he was king. But Simba, though, denied that sort of thing, basically, because, she didn't know about what happened back there, and basically, Nala tried to explain to Simba that Scar had let the hyenas take over the Pride Lands and that he needed to become the king there. But Simba refused because, thinking that he shouldn't worry about it. And sadly, it really messed things up with him and Nala. Then one night, Rafiki tried to help Simba, encouraged that his father was not dead and that he was always with him. And his father's spirit showed up in the clouds that night, telling him that he never left him and that he never will. And the one thing that was true about that scene was that Rafiki said, "So I ask you again, who are you?" And then Simba answered, "I am Simba, son of Mufasa." And Simba went back to the Pride Lands with Nala. He, Nala, and Timon, and Pumbaa, and Zazu as well, began defeating Scar and the hyenas. And Simba then became the new king of the Pride Lands. This place, it is yours. I don't care about what anyone else thinks about you. If you feel like you're an outcast, then join us here. If you feel misunderstood and judged, this is where you belong. If you feel caught in something you've done or are doing, you will find forgiveness and freedom right here. No guilt trips. This is your home, and I want you to tell all of your friends about it. There's a place for you here. Now, the church doors are open for you any time of day. And if there are some people who don't like that, well, then that door is open for you too. It works both ways. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless you.